Good afternoon. It's time for yet another NFL Bucky's Mail Day. This is your host, Mike C, of course, and the star of the show, as always and forever, infinity and beyond. It's Bucky. Say hi, Bucky. Bucky says hi. Not a lot going on. It's still, kind of down season, and just not a lot of Lions news going on. The Stanley Cup Finals are going on. The NBA Finals are going on. So it's kind of dominating the headlines right now. I haven't watched a single minute. Well, I shouldn't say that. I watched a little bit of the NBA, and I watched a little bit of the Stanley Cup, but my teams aren't even close to me. I don't really have an NBA team. I like the Lakers, but, little news, not breaking news, but I believe the name was Don Haley. He's the coach of Connecticut, who won the last two college championships. And he was in position to make a huge contract and become the LA Lakers head coach. He turned it down, which is kind of surprising, actually, but, I guess he was just comfortable in college. But that's okay, Wherever you're comfortable, that's where you should be. There we go. Otherwise, there's not too much else to report. The Reds are 32-34. They're in third, 6.5 out. They've been playing a little better lately. It should be better than 500. They're not even at 500. So we'll see what happens there. The draft for the NHL is still coming up. Hawks still picking second, and I don't know any of the players, to be honest with you. And there's a big defenseman that I kind of like, just for the size, instead of these really small guys all the time. Nothing about him. Hawks don't really draft for size, so this is a chance. But whoever makes the team better is fine with me. Last week's video had 10 views. Not a lot. That's okay. Nothing, grabs your fancy, you're not going to watch it. So we'll try better next week. Bucky, what in the world do you have in front of you today? Well, you've got 3 cards. Let's see. That prop these up a little better. No, not really. It's TJ Hawkinson Day on Bucky's Mail Day. A very popular card and an acquirement, if that's a word. A few years ago, did a lot of breaks with TJ. Got a lot of great cards, a lot of great autographs. So I just picked out 3 that I really liked. I had 3 other ones, to be honest with you guys. It just didn't stir the pot, as they say, Bucky. But I picked these. This one here is a metal card, which is really nice. I don't know if you can hear that or not, but it's metal. I really like that card. Autograph. This one has a really nice patch in the middle there. And this one is another very nice card. Autograph and a patch. So that's some very nice. I got a lot of nice TJ Hawkinson cards, and I really like TJ. They traded him. I can't remember who they picked with. They drafted with that pick. I can't remember, to be honest with you. Was it Gibbs or I can't remember. I'll try and find that out for you guys. As far as Lions news, the UFL is a couple teams have been eliminated, including the Michigan team. As of today, they have not yet signed their kicker. They've been kind of linked to. I did see a YouTube post, top 10, Suki, top 10 UFL players the Lions might be interested in. One is the kicker, of course. The kicking situation is actually pretty good, so I wouldn't be surprised if they don't sign him. If they do or they don't, it's either up in the air. There was a quarterback I remember seeing. There was a defensive end. linebacker, um, a couple wide receivers. Of course, never heard of these guys. There was one wide receiver who was 6'4", and I really think the Lions need a size wide receiver. So that might be a possibility. They don't really have that big wide receiver. And, most of them are possession receivers, like Amon-Ra is a possession receiver. So that might be something they might be interested in signing. Can't hurt, training camp's worth a look. It's not going to cost you that much. So anyway, so that's about it as far as Lions news. As far as my own stuff, not a lot happened this weekend. Went a few, garage sales and just out and about. Cleaned the house, and we did have our neighbors. We went to our neighbor's wedding reception, which was very nice. Local hall, I guess you want to call it that. Had very good food, free drinks. I had drink. Actually, I had two drinks. I had a Mike's lemonade and not a sponsor, and Whiskey 7, which is my drink of choice. I haven't had drink, an adult drink in years. And Carl said, don't, because of me, just go ahead and have it. So I had two drinks, and it was fine. The Mike's Hard Lemonade is not really a drink, to be honest with you, but it's got a little malt in it. It's very good. I've had them before, and they tasted fine. So the food was very good. We got to talk to the bride and groom, and so they're our neighbors, and our neighbor to the other side also came, so we sat with him for most of the night, and we met her parents, and I think her sister was also there. So yeah, it was a good time. Music was okay. They really messed up their first dance, bride and groom dance. Something was wrong with the sound system, just really bad. But for the most part, it was okay. And we didn't know anybody else, of course, but we introduced ourselves to a few people, and we had a good time. And so I thank you for that. That was very nice of you. And they got some nice presents, and we got them a very nice a plaque, and hopefully they'll like it. I'm sure they will. So there's not too much else to report. The OTAs I think are pretty much over for the Lions. They did get docked one OTA practice. I can't remember the reason why they did that. Oh shoot, I forgot. But anyway, they got nailed. They lost one of them. It happens. It's not a big deal. I don't think it's a big deal. So we'll see what happens with that. It'll be forgotten in a couple weeks, if it's not already forgotten, to be honest with you. But so there's still not too much going on. Still planning going on north over the 4th, and I still forgot to check if there's a Bucky Mail Day somewhere in the middle of that. But yeah, it's a slow time of the year, but it's a good time to rest and get knowledge of the college players. And there's a lot of college practices on TV, so I've watched a few of those, and it's just hard to get into it because it's not college season, obviously. Haven't watched much baseball. Just I'm sorry, I love baseball. I just can't watch it. It doesn't. The players I know were players from the 70s and 80s. Back in the day, there's so many new players. I just don't know them, and the Reds are not that relevant right now. So I still love baseball. I watched Field of Dreams again the other day. Not all of it, but a good chunk of it. I always will love baseball. But it happens. But football is obviously my main focus, college and pros. And so we'll see. I still get, see a lot of mock drafts and a lot of gradings where the Lions are, top 2 or 3 in the NFC, top 5 or more. Maybe certainly top 10 in the NFL. So that's a great testament to where they've come from, and great drafting, and just overall building a great roster. And so I'm very, very hopeful and very excited about this upcoming season. They still got a few moves they can make. Like I said, they need edge, maybe a big wide receiver, maybe a safety, but a lot of cuts haven't even happened yet. So there will be good players, very good players, available for the Lions to pick up. They still have the third most amount of cap space left. And as far as I know, they still have not signed Terrion Arnold. I'm pretty sure they haven't, but they have plenty of money for him, so that's not a big deal. They'll still have enough to make 1 or 2 more moves, and they will too. They'll cut a few players, and so it's always a slow time of year, and I'm just looking forward to getting the NFL magazine, which should be coming out in a few weeks. I'll check. But you'll see it here. It'll be the big prop. I don't know if I'll have cards every week, but most of the weeks I will have cards. I got a lot of cards, and I want to show them to you again because probably a lot of them haven't seen them, and they're really nice to be seen again. So I think on that note, Bucky, I'm going to call it. Yep, looks like we're 10 minutes. All right, so for Mike Cena, of course, the star of the show, as always, it's Bucky. Say bye, Bucky. Bucky says bye. And take care. Enjoy life. Enjoy your family and friends that are with you. And be kind. All right, bye now.